and that is on mechanical system. So mechanical system we have seen, and I will start with the first. Is the page visible to you? I guess not. Just give me 1 minute, I will launch it. And I think you can see my screen now, and I think you can see the numerical, right? It's in an image form. So I have written it down, and the whole thing will be shared with you after this session. So just confirm whether the numerical is visible or not.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is
It is
visible.
visible,
So
sir.
this is the same numerical we have done. I think brightness and all these things are there. I can make it a little bit bigger. So I'll make it 25% around. Okay, so we have to go very fast because I have wasted some around 10 minutes time. So you have to proceed the same way. So today I will upload all these documents because I have written it. So is this numerical understood or not? So you can see that this is a system. So the system can be asked in many ways in the exam, and try to follow each and everything. So it's a request to all of you, please concentrate and don't just leave the screen for this coming 40 minutes or so. We'll do 4 numericals. uh, I send you the thing, you can understand, but if you understand it here, it's okay. So K1 is a spring, B1 is a damper, and M1 is a mass, and they can be either shown in a vertical position. If anybody is having any doubt, please ask me, don't hesitate. So that is the thing, you are not asking doubts. Anybody having any doubt at any time, please ask me. I'd like to answer your doubts, because the sessions should be interactive. Okay, so this is K1 spring, this is B1, this is M1, this is Ft. So this is the force which is pulling the spring down, and one end is connected with the ceiling. So ceiling is a fixed thing. So this is the symbol of the fixed thing. Same system, or this Ft, it is showing a displacement of x1t towards below. I think this diagram is understood. Exactly, this is the way you have to do in the exam. So what I'll do is I will give this kind of a system, and I'll ask you find the transfer function. Transfer function is nothing but the ratio of output and input. So here output is xt or x1t. Exactly whatever is given in the exam, that way you have to do. So this is displacement which is caused by this force. Same system in the horizontal direction can be given by this. Only there is a small difference. Okay, so this is that K1 which is K1 here. This is that B1 which is B1 here, and this is the M1, or this M you have to consider as M1. It's a mistake, small mistake. I'll correct. So this is also M1 you have to consider. There is a difference between the left diagram and right diagram. Can anybody point it out? What is the small difference? So here also it is Ft x1t. Here also it is Ft x1t. So first difference is
Here in wheels are there.
very good. So somebody has said there is a wheel. Okay, so when the thing is hanging, at that time you don't need that wheel because it's a hanging system and you are pulling it down. Okay, but in the right side, whatever things we are finding, this mass is on the ground. Okay, and if wheel is not there, so always try to find out whether wheel is there or wheel is not there in the exam, because that makes a hell lot of difference. So here wheel is there. Wheel is there means there is no friction. If wheel is not there, then there is no friction. Sorry, wheel is there, that means there is no friction. We can understand. Okay, that means you won't have to consider anything here. If wheel is not there, it is not shown in the exam. Okay, you have to consider another force which is called as friction force, Bf, and that Bf will have the same property of B1. So numerical 2 will be like that. Okay, so this thing, two things are understood. Now you have to draw the free body diagram. So x1t is the node parameter. So output parameter is x, that is a displacement we can find here. There are four things connected to the ground. So between this x and ground there are four things. So first is force. So this is the input quantity, like we are giving the voltage V. This is that force F, and this is the B1. So B1 is nothing but the damper. Okay, so damper I have shown. Then there is M1. M1 is the mass. So please consider this M as M1. It's my mistake. I'll correct it. Okay, so this is M1. This is the coefficient value, and this is K1. So B, M, K, they are in parallel, and F is the input. Now, question is asked in the exam, find transfer function. Obviously, this question will not be asked. This is the easiest basic RLC circuit like that. So I gave you the RLC circuit transfer function and two analogies, FV and FI, and then I had asked you, and then I had given a bigger circuit and I asked you to find out the transfer function. So two loop circuit with capacitor we have seen. So RLC is the basic thing. Based on that, we have to do some other circuit transfer function finding. So same thing here, transfer function is output X1s divided by Fs. Now write the node equation. So this is the most difficult part. This one line, if you can understand, everything is very easy in this numerical. So what is the input voltage? Here input voltage is Ft. So this is small ft. Okay, in my previous notes, whatever I was showing yesterday, it was capital Ft plus, but please write small ft. Okay, because this is in time domain and is a continuous input voltage. So the small ft is equal to M1, and we know that what are these three components. So M1 is the second order dynamics, B1 is the first order dynamics, K1 is the zero order dynamics. So zero order dynamics is nothing but xt or x1t, that is nothing but the displacement. So whatever force you are giving, this force is actually doing three things to the three components. So three components are different. M is the mass. For FV analogy, mass is equivalent to inductor. For FV analogy, B is equivalent to resistor. For FV analogy, that is force voltage analogy, K is equivalent to 1 by C, that is 1 by capacitor. Likewise, so the equation is very easy. This is M1 and D2 X1T, because X1 is the displacement divided by DT2, plus B1. Okay, so B is the friction and there is no wheel. So if wheel was there, BF, so this would have been B1 plus BF. In that case, if wheel is not there, you have to assume another friction here. Okay, second numerical we will do like that. So in that case, it would have been B1 plus BF, but as in this case wheel is there, it is only B1. So B1 dx1t plus dt plus K1 x1. So K1 x1 is the spring, B is the friction, and sorry, B is the damper friction, and M is the mass. Now you take Laplace transform both the sides without any initial condition. Initial condition means we are assuming the damper, sorry, the spring is not having any initial energy in it, stored energy. Mass cannot store energy and all these things. So Fs, Ft becomes Fs, M1 becomes M1 s square x1s. I have already taken x1s outside, but this will be M1 s square x1s plus B1s x1s plus K1 x1s. So I have taken the x1s outside. What I'm finding here is M1 s square plus B1s plus K1. Now I want the transfer function x1 upon Fs. So x1 is actually connected with all this parameter. So transfer function of this system, as we have done last day also, 1 by M1s square plus B1s plus K1. It doesn't stop here. You have to divide the numerator and denominator by M1, because you have to make the a square free. So a square should not be having any coefficient. So what is the net transfer function final value? 1 upon M1 divided by a square plus B1 by M into S plus K1 by M1. So you can leave it here, or you can divide the numerator and denominator by a factor of M1, and you can get what is the transfer function. So is it understandable? Whatever we have done last day, the same thing I have written in a more compact fashion, and this is it. Sir, how you had taken order? I did not take order. I did not take order. Order comes automatically from the numerical. If there are two energy storing elements, in this case, M and B, M and K1, they are the energy storing elements. Okay, hence the transfer function has come to be a square. A square means denominator characteristic equation. So this is the characteristic equation. M1 s square plus B1s plus K1, and this S is having highest order as 2. Hence the system order is equal to 2. Who had asked the question? Question was asked by Ashutosh. So is the order understood? I don't take order. Okay, I just find the transfer function, and from the transfer function, whatever is the denominator polynomial, whatever is the highest order of denominator polynomial, that is the order. Ashutosh, is it understandable?
Sir, that f of t is equal to m1 d square x1 of t divided by dt square. That
Correct.
step I didn't understand.
This is f is equal to ma, so you had to attend that class. I think you did not attend that class. Whenever I'm giving a force to a mass, okay, so how this force is getting translated into mass? So force is equal to mass into acceleration. So d2x1t dt2 is the acceleration. You are giving force, and that is causing the displacement of x1t. So here it is x1t, here it is velocity. So friction is related to velocity, mass is related to acceleration, and spring constant is related to displacement. So this is a standard formula. Like if I'm giving a current I, okay, to a circuit, so what is resistive voltage? R into I. So this is that R into I. Is it understandable now? This is a standard
Yes, sir.
formula. Mass. What is d2x1 to dt2? Ashutosh, please unmute yourself. Ashutosh.
Yes, sir. I had unmuted.
So you have not unmuted. You are again muted. So what is dxt dt? d2xt dt2. It is acceleration. So acceleration into mass is nothing but force. So whatever force you are giving, that is getting divided into three parts. One is force is moving spring, that is this much force k1 x1t. The force is moving the dashpot, that is b1 into dx1t dt, that is b1 into velocity, because if x is displacement, dxt dt is velocity, d2xt dt2 is the acceleration. So f is equal to m into a. This is Newton's second law. There is nothing different to understand. Have you understood it now?
Yes, sir.
So f is equal to m into a. So that's what I told you to remember three things: xt, dxt dt, d2xt dt2. Xt is displacement, dxt dt is velocity, d2xt dt2 is the acceleration. So force is equal to mass into acceleration. Force is equal to friction into velocity. Force is equal to spring constant into displacement. So these are the three force components, where whatever force you are giving, voltage you are giving, that is getting absorbed into inductive voltage, into resistive voltage, into capacitive voltage. Same thing we found in case of electrical circuit. Here whatever force I am giving, that is moving the mass. What is the formula? Mass into acceleration. That is moving the dashpot. What is the formula? Friction into velocity. That is getting absorbed in the spring. What is the formula? Spring constant into displacement. Now is it understandable? Anybody
Yes,
doubt?
sir.
Now anybody doubt? This is a standard formula. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. So this is Newton's second law. I did not invent anything. Okay, and from there I'm just taking the Laplace transform, and this thing is coming at the denominator, and denominator equation is equal to 0 is called as characteristic equation. So either you can say s square plus b1 by m1 into s plus k1 by m1 is equal to 0, or you can say m1s square plus b1s plus k1 is equal to 0. That is the called as characteristic equation. From there you will be having two values of s, s1 and s2, and if those two values of s are in the left side of s plane, we will say that this whole system is stable. And who decides the value of s1 and s2? This m1, b1 and k1, they decide what is going to be the value of s. This is a very simple quadratic equation. Don't get confused. This is a very simple quadratic equation. You just have to find out the roots of this quadratic equation. If both the roots are coming to have real part as negative, then this whole system, whatever is given, is going to be stable. We will see that later on. So this numerical is understood. Can I go forward? How to find the transfer function? If it's understood, can I go forward? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Anybody? Okay, so I'll go forward, and this is the second page. Is second numerical visible to you? Second numerical visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm scrolling it. So what is the difference between previous circuit and this circuit, or previous system and this system? You can see the system here. What is the difference between previous system and this system?
Friction BF is added.
Check below the mass. What is there? Kiran, please be loud.
Friction, sir, friction.
Friction. So there is no wheel here. Okay, if you want, you can see the previous image. So if you are seeing the previous image, I think previous image is visible, right? Okay, so previous image there was wheel here. Now this next numerical, there is no wheel here below the mass. Okay, so there is no wheel here below the mass. So what is the function now? BF. So BF stands for this is a friction coefficient which has come. So the same numerical you have to draw the free body diagram. So this is the way you have to answer all the question. First draw the diagram, then draw the free body diagram. This is the second part. So in free body diagram, K1 is there, B1 is there, M1 is there, FT is there. What is the new thing? New thing is BF. So only that part is the difference, and how you are incorporating that BF into the transfer function or writing the equation. So given input is FT, given input is FT, and it is M1. So same thing. So this M1 should be connected. Please, I'm sorry for my mistake. So M1 should be connected below. So M1 D2x1t dt2 plus B1. So B1 is nothing but this upper damper. So B1 dx1t dt plus K1 xt. So this three things is given in the first line. No problem in that. This is the fourth component which is new to this. The fourth component is new to this. For the previous numerical, this fourth component was not there. But this fourth component is not visible. So whenever you are getting this question in the exam, this friction will not be given. And the wheel also will not be given. So you have to clearly mention that no wheel is there. No wheel is there means this mass is dragged on the ground. And there will be a big friction between the mass below surface and the ground. And I am assuming it that friction as BF. And now you have to write the same. So BF is equal to a friction force, and what is the dynamics? BF into dx1t dt. So friction force is related to the system by means of velocity. So x1t is, so this should be x1t. X1t should be displacement, that is spring constant. B1 is friction, that is related to velocity, and M1 is mass, that is related to acceleration. So FT equation is M into F plus B into Vt plus K into Xt plus again BF into dxt. So if this is understood, the process is not different. Previous case it was only SB1, now it becomes SB1 plus BF. So only change will come in the denominator, that is previously it was SB1, now it becomes SB1 plus BF. So S square, so now here I have divided, okay, the numerator and denominator. So previous case it was only B1S. Okay, I have divided the numerator and denominator by M1 it should be, or I have written M here, whatever. So it should be M1, so make it M1. So a little bit of mistakes has happened from my part, please take care. Okay, so this should be 1 by M1, this is a square, M1 B1 plus BF into S. So this part is the only difference in this case. So is it understood that what happens if wheel is not there? If wheel is not there, only one part gets added with your B1, and that is nothing but the friction coefficient between the mass and the surface. So that is given by BF. If it is understandable, can I go for the next circuit? Can I go for the next system? So I told you that I am going to do 4 numericals. Okay, so 2 numericals are already done, and they are easy kind of numerical because there is only one displacement in this circuits. So can I go for the next one? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Asutosh is saying, I think this is understood. So next one, so next circuit. So exactly do this way as I am showing. Don't look at any book now. Don't look at any book now. So first understand all this 4 numericals. So I will correct the small corrections whatever I have made, and I will scan this and I will upload it to you today itself. Definitely I'll do it today. Do this 4 numerical first, and then you go for any book, you go for any numerical. It will be very easy for you to understand. Okay, now tell me what is the difference in this circuit. So I have shown 2 mass. I have made the situation a little bit complex. How many displacement are here? So previous circuits were having only one displacement, that was x1t. Okay, here you can find the forces given at this side. This is mass m2 which is pulled and which is showing a displacement of x2. Okay, so this is what I do is, so in book also you will find it, I increase the difficulty level gradually. So first we have seen simple MBK circuit, then we have seen MBK circuit with will and without will. So MBK circuit we have seen the last day, previous day. Today we have seen first MBK circuit, the same circuit either in hanging position or in horizontal position. It was same. Horizontal position MBK circuit, mass is connected with wheel, so there is no friction. That was the first numerical. Second numerical is I have connected the wheel with that. As soon as I'm sorry, I have removed the will with that. So if I'm removing the will, then one component is getting added to it. What is that component? It is called as BF. Now in this numerical, everything is there. So this is a very properly defined numerical. You can find so previous numerical there was only one force and one displacement. But in this numerical you will be finding one force and there are two displacements. Okay, so x2t is more displacement, bigger displacement because it is connected to m2, and m2 and f2 they are very close, so x2 will be a bigger displacement, and k2 is there between mass m1 and m2. Okay, so mass m1 is without will, that's what I have shown a friction bf. So this is a third numerical, har cheez isme hai. If you understand this numerical, all numericals are done. Okay, any difficult numerical I ask you and you can solve it. So this is m2, there is no friction, so there is no will, and here friction is there, that's why will is there, and this is b1. Okay, so there can be numerical b1 parallel, another k will be there. So there is no k1 here, I have shown directly k2. You don't worry about the symbol, k1, k2, k3, anything can be given or k can be given, you have to proceed with that. So this is b1, this is m1 and friction bf. Okay, now free body diagram. So this free body diagram is very important to draw. So this is the I'll start from the right. So here this is x2. X2 is the displacement of mass m2. Okay, ft is there, so ft is the force given, and you can find that this x2 is connected to k2, m2 and ft. So this is very important thing. So this x2 is connected to what? All things. So x2 is connected to k2, m2 and ft. So x2 is another node displacement. It is connected to k2, m2 and ft. Okay, so this is the first quantity I am finding. Next, find what is x1t. So x1t is this, and this is connected to b1. So between x1t and b1 ground there is b1t. So this is x1t and this is ground fixed wall. Okay, so b1t is there. Then between x1t and ground there is mass m1. So between x1t and ground there is mass m1 and there is a friction force b1 bf. Okay, so that bf is also there. So that bf I have shown here. So there are three components. Two are visible. B1 and M1 is clearly visible. BF is not visible. But BF is there because there is no will. So you have to assume this BF to be here. So this is your expertise and that's why this numerical is here. Now you can see K2 is a component which is having displacement in both the sides. So here is a new thing that you are learning. Okay, so K2 is having right side x2 and left side x1. So whenever you are writing loop equation for x1, at that time k2 into x1 minus x2 you have to write. Whenever you are writing node equation for x2, at that time k2 into x2 minus x1 you have to write. So this numerical you please whenever I upload, watch it very carefully and understand each and every step and read each and every line. Solving numerical is easy if you know the theory. So read each and every line, it will be easy for you to understand. I have given enough explanation. So first I have started from left side, though right side is the force. Okay, so the input is given here. So this is like V or this is like I input to the circuit, but I can write equation from left side. So node X1 is connected to 4 elements. Node X1 is connected to 4 elements. First one is B1, second one is BF, third one is M1 and fourth one is K2. Okay, so these are the 4 elements 1, 2, 3 and 4. Among that B1, BF and M1 they are the only kept for X1 only. Okay, so B1, M1, BF, these 3 elements are not shared. These are only related to X1, whereas this K2 is shared by X1 and X2 node. So this is written here, node X1T is connected to 4 elements, that is B1, BF, M1. So they are only with X1T, and K2 is shared between X1 and X2. So whenever you are writing the node equation for X1, these 3 will be exclusive, but this K2 will be shared between X1 and X2. So see how to write the equation. This is the punch line, this is the crunch line, and you have to understand this. So I think you know what is BF now. BF is nothing but the friction between mass M1 and ground. Okay, so if exam this B1 is not given, you have to assume it. You can give any name and you have to assume it. Okay, so just 1 minute. Okay, so now what we are finding is equation we have to write. So first write down, there is no input given to it, so that's why it is given to 0. The input is not there, that's why it is given to 0. So I am writing the equation for x1. So first you have to draw the circuit or system, then you have to draw the free body diagram. Free body diagram is this. Correctness of free body diagram will decide the correctness of your overall equations and system. What is the main agenda? Main agenda is to find the transfer function. Transfer function is nothing but this x2 divided by ft. So x2s divided by fs. I can ask you x1s divided by fs. So I don't know from which point I'm going to take the output. You can take the final output from x2 as well as you can take the final output as x1. Okay, so x2 and x1 are the variables. Anything can be your final output. So there is nothing fixed that x2 has to be the final output. No, final output depends on the user. Whatever user defines as the final output. Input is ft, that is fixed. So sometimes I can ask you find transfer function x2 by f. Sometimes I ask you find transfer function x1 by f. That is also possible. So don't get confused. Okay, so equation at x1t I'm writing. So first equation is, you can write down that as m1. So this is m1 d2 x1t dt2. There is no confusion in that. Okay, so m1 d2 x1t dt2, because m1 is connected only to x1. Mass is always connected to only one displacement. Mass is not connected to two displacement generally. Okay, like this. Here it is like that. What about BF? BF and B1, they can be added. So these two are the same friction components. So in that case, I have added B1 and BF. In the previous numerical only we have seen, if friction is there, it can be added with the damper or dashpot element. So it is B1 plus BF into dx1t dt. And why there is no x2 component? Because see, both sides of this BM, one side there is x1, another side there is 0. So this is connected between, if you can see the diagram, you can find that this friction is between mass and ground. This B1 is between mass and ground. Okay, so both sides are not connected to different displacement. So one side is connected to x1, another side is 0. So you can say that this is dx1t dt minus d0 dt. That is nothing but dx1t dt. It is like that. So b1 plus bf into dx1t dt plus, now here is coming the main thing, plus k2. Now you are writing the equation for x1. That's why it will be x1t minus x2t. So last day also I have told you this. Whenever you are writing equation for x1, for node x1, then this displacement should be written as k2 x1t minus x2t. This is a convention. Whenever we are writing equation for x2, at that time this will be k2 into x2t minus x1t. So that is in the next page we will see. So this equation is like that. So mass is m1 d 2 x1t dt2, because mass is connected to x1, plus b1 plus bf. So these two are the total frictions into dx1t dt. They all are related to only one displacement x1, plus this is the element which is a shared element. So that's what is shown here. There are 4 elements connected to x1t. 3 elements are only exclusively for x1, and 1 element is shared between x1 and x2, like this. So k2 into x1 minus x2. Now we have to do the same thing. Assume all the initial conditions 0, take the Laplace transform and separate x1 and x2 part. So now we have to find transfer function. What is the step of finding transfer function? You have to separate x1 and x2. So what you are doing is m1s square plus b1s plus bfs plus k2 x1t. So just take what is x1s outside and this will be k2. So after taking Laplace transform, you have to separate out the x1t and x2t part. So where is the x2? Only here there is the x2 part. Okay, so variable is x1, variable is x2. So you have to separate out x1 and x2. So here there are 3 terms, m1s square, b1s, bfs, and here there is one term k2. They are all related to x1s. So one step I have not written here, that is first Laplace and then segregation. I have done both together, so it is not difficult. If you practice, it will come to you also. And one part is minus k2 x2s. Now from here I am finding what is x1s. So this is the intermediate variable x1s in terms of x2s. So take this k2 right side. Now x1s is k2 x2 divided by all this term. Okay, so that is m1s square plus sb1 plus bf into k2 into x2s. I have assumed this bigger thing as a. Okay, this you can do in the exam. The whole bigger thing, that is k2 divided by this whole bigger thing, I have assumed as a. Okay, so finally what I have found is x1s is equal to a into x2s. Is it understandable so far? Don't get confused with the complicacy of the equations, but just understand what is the process. So first you have to draw the free body diagram. From there you have to write down the equation of x1t. And after you are writing the x1t, so this becomes x1s and x2s separately. Represent x1 in terms of x2. So you are finding x1s is equal to x2s, where a is equal to k2 divided by m1s square plus s into b1 plus bf plus k2. If it is understood, then I can go next. Can I go next? Is it understandable? Hello? Anybody? Can anybody please confirm if I can go to the next?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So I'm
sir.
going to the next. So this is the first part. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you, Amrita, Dhanashri. Next page. So I have to write down the equation of x2 now. Okay. So x2s. So the same thing. You are finding that in the previous page, you will be finding that this x2 is related only with k2 and m2, and there is wheel. So there is no bf here. Okay. So this x2 is related to ft, m2, and k2. And whenever you are writing the equation for k2, it will be k2 into x2 minus x1. So write down this thing. So ft, previously it was 0. Okay, because whenever you are writing the equation of x1, this thing was equal to 0. Now it is ft. Ft is the input. So it is voltage given. So this is the first loop. Whenever we are writing the loop equation, so we are giving the input voltage V. There is a first loop, there is a second loop. Only in the first loop, the V in is there. In the second loop, the net voltage given is 0. So previously we have done the second loop equation. Now you are doing the first loop equation with supply voltage. It is like that. So Ft is equal to M2 D2 X2 dt2. You can find this. So now this Ft is connected to M2 and M2 is having displacement of X2. And K2 is also related to this X2. But it is not only this, K2 is related to X2 as well as X1. So this is the trick. Things are very easy. This is very easy thing. Only one equation you have to understand, this equation. So F2 is equal to Ft is equal to M2 D2 X2 dt2 plus K2 into X2 minus X1. So this is a new thing because you are now writing the equation for X2. That's why it should be X2 minus X1. Previously, we had written the equation for node X1. That's why we have written K2 into X1 minus X2. So this you have to understand. Okay, so whenever you are writing equation for X1, it will be K2 into X1 minus X2. And whenever you are writing equation for node X2, K2 should be written as X2 minus X1. Don't look at any book blindly. You can follow my notation and you can write the equation. Now what is the next step? Next step is take the Laplace transform in both the sides with zero initial condition. So this is you have to write. That is the inductor, that is the spring is not having any initial condition, mass, a damper, none of them is having any initial condition. With that you have to proceed. So Fs is equal to M2 S square X2S. That is from here, because double differentiation is giving you S square plus K2 into X2S minus K2 into X1S. Now previous case we have found out that X1S is equal to A of X2S. That you substitute here. So what you are finding is this K2 you can substitute as A, X1 you can substitute as A into X2. So what you are finding is K2 into A into X2, like that. So if you're just taking X2 common after substitution, what you're finding is F is equal to M2S square plus K2 minus K2 into A. So here if you substitute X1 is equal to A into X2, so that's why this will become K2 minus K2 into A. So this is that part. And now if you're trying to find out the relationship between X2 and Fs, X2 and Fs like this, because transfer function is output upon input. So this is X2 upon Fs is equal to 1 upon M2S square, 1 upon M2S square plus K2 into 1 minus A. Now you can substitute the value of A here. Okay, so value of A is nothing but K2 M1S square plus S and all these things. Now you can do the multiplication. So this is not complete. This is not complete yet. So some more lines you can write below. But even if you do up to this point in the exam, you will get the full marks. So what is the first step? First step is writing the equation for X1. So after drawing the free body diagram, then write the equation for X2. So whenever you are writing node equation for X1, at that time you have to find the relationship between A, X1 and X2. Because there is no input, so there is no input here, because the left side loop is not having any voltage. That's why there is no input voltage here. Hence, finding relationship between x1 and x2 becomes easy. So x1 is equal to a upon x2, where a is the big quantity. Just represent it like a. Then write the x2 equation. Then if you are writing the x2 equation, then take the Laplace transform. Here, substitute x1 is equal to a into x2, that we have done, a into x2. Then we are finding this as the denominator equation. Write this denominator equation, find x2 by fs, and finally here you substitute what is the value of capital A. So it is 1 minus of A, so A is nothing but this big thing. Then do the cross multiplication, and you're finding, so this m1s square s b1 bf k2, it directly goes at the numerator. Then m2s square, this also comes here. Then multiply this cross multiplication and minus k2. Now if you leave it like this, then also you are going to get the full marks. What is the main thing? So there are two main things. This first main equation, so three things you have to do. First, you have to write the free body diagram. This is your first job. Second is writing this x1 equation, and next case is writing the x2 equation. So these are the main three jobs, because we generally give you two loop circuit. First job is to draw the free body diagram, and second job is to write the x1 node equation. Third job is to write x2 node equation. That's all. These three things we are doing, it is done. Now we are going for the most complex numerical so far. Okay, this is the case. So this is the highest level of complexity which can be asked to you, and you have to write this thing in the exam with all the details. So what is the question? Question is, this is the fixed thing. Okay, so everything is given to you. B1 is the friction force here. K1 is the spring constant connected to M1. So check that M1, M2 both are not having wheels. That means there will be friction B1, there will be friction B2 for every of the case. What is this B12? B12 is a dashpot which is connected, or damper connected between mass M1 and mass M2. What is K2? K2 is a spring which is connected between mass M1 and mass M2. And K1 is connected between ground or a very solid wall and the mass M1. So there are two displacement, x2t and x1t, and there is only one force which is called as F2t. So F2t is causing displacement x2 and x1. Whenever we are writing x1 equation, so whenever we are going to write x1 equation, what will be the dedicated component and what will be the common component? So you will find that K1, B1 and M1, they are dedicated only for x1t. So there are 5 components whenever you are writing the equation for x1. So this is what you have to understand. Whenever you are writing for equation for x1, there are 5 components. There is no input here. Okay, input is connected to mass M2. Whenever you are writing the equation for this, there will be 5 components. Which 5? K1, B1, M1, B12 and K2. Which are the dedicated components? Mass M1, friction B1 and spring K1. They are dedicated components. They are only connected to x1. They will not be having a x2 component in that, because they are between mass and x1 and ground. But these two components, B12 and K2, so they will be written as B12 into x1t minus x2t of differentiation, and this will be written as K2 into x1t minus x2t. I will repeat, this B12 mass B12 dynamics will be written as B12 into ddt of x1t minus x2t, and this will be written as K2 into x1t minus x2t. Okay, and then K1 x1, then B1 dx1 dt, then mass M1 d2 x2 dt2, all those things are there. Whenever you are writing about mass M2, how many components are there? Ft is one component, mass M2 is one component, B2 is one component. So there are also 5 components. Okay, if you are writing equation for x2, 5 components. First one is Ft, second one is M2 d2 x2t dt2, B2 dx2t dt. This B2 is connected only to x2. This B1 is connected only to x1. So these 3 things you do very well. First one is the free body diagram of this, x1 equation of this, x2 equation of this. I'm telling you, these numericals are very easy. It looks very big, but these numericals are very easy. Only 3 things you have to do, and everything is in front of your eyes. Just understand these 4 numericals I'm giving step by step. That's all. There's nothing difficult, and I can take it 10 times if you want. Okay, but it's very easy. Don't worry about that. So this mass, this x2 is connected to 5 components. First one is Ft input. Second one is mass M2, M2 d2 x2t dt2. Third one is B2 dx2t dt. So these are the dedicated components for x2t. Now these two are shared components. that is b1t b12 d dt of x2 minus x1 plus k2 into x2 minus x1. That's all. So things to observe. Now I have written it in detail. So this numerical actually I solved first. Things to observe: both masses do not have wheels below them. Hence, whenever we are writing Ft, from left to right, function force is created below the mass m1 and m2. So we are assuming the forces as b1 and b2. So they are the friction force. Here, this is the free body diagram. Okay, so books are generally not giving free body diagram, so you should be able to draw it properly. Check here. X1t is the first displacement connected to K1 only between X1 and 0 ground. M1 connected between X1 and 0 ground. B1. So why have I shown it by dashed line? Because it is not a part of the circuit visibly, that you have to assume. So this is your insight, how much you have understood it. So that generates the B1. Here also this generates the B2. Now B12 and K2, they are the common components between X1t and X2t. So whenever you are writing equation for X1t, there will be three components dedicated: K1, M1 and B1, and there will be two components which will be having X1t minus X2t. Samely, whenever you are writing X2 equation, there are three dedicated components: Ft, M2 and B2, and there are two components which will be shared between X1, X2 and X1, that is B1 to X2t minus X1t into ddt, and K2 into X2 minus X1, like that. So B1 and B2 are shown by dashed line because they are not a direct system component, but we have to understand that they exist. We have to assume and write accordingly. Now see, no input forces, so equation for x1, so no input forces is connected to x1, as force Ft is connected to the extreme right, that is to m2, but Ft only causes x1 displacement. And whenever I'm writing the equation for x1t, just check. Okay, so in the previous page the circuit is there, you have to understand. So x1 is causing with k1, b1, m1, b12 and k2. How to write this equation? So this equation is written like this. Okay, so first I'm writing the equation for x1. So m1 d2 x1t dt2, that is mass into acceleration, plus k1 into x1t, because x1 is connected between mass and the ground, so there is no x2. Okay, plus this friction. So friction is b1 dx1t dt. So these three are the dedicated component for x1t. Now b12. B12 is the damper between node x1 and x2. So this is b12 ddt x1t. And so you can write it here like this: b12 ddt of x1t minus x2t, plus k2. K2 is a spring which is common between node x1 and x2. So k2 into x1t minus x2t. Now you take all this Laplace, you separate out x1 and x2. And why it is equal to 0? Because we are not connecting any external supply force to this node x1. So now you are finding a relationship between x1s and x2s, and now you can directly represent x1 in terms of x2. So x1s is equal to this whole big thing into x2. Same thing, x1 is equal to a into x2. Okay, so whatever is a, you write it separately. So the same thing we did last case, same thing we are doing it here, only a has become little bigger. Now write the equation for x2. So x2 is connected to mass m2. Check the free body diagram. It is connected to B2. B2 is the friction between mass M2, and it is also connected to a shared component of B12 and K2. Now Ft is the input to the second loop. So Ft is equal to mass, and displacement with that is x2. It is connected to the friction dx2t dt plus. So there is a shared component, and whenever I am writing for the shared component for x2, x2t minus x1t I should write. For k also x2t minus x1t I'm right, but check in the previous case, whenever I had written for x1, x1 minus x2 had written, x1 minus x2 had written, because this was for x1 node. Now it is for x2 node, hence this should be x2 minus x1, this should be x2 minus x1. Now you do the same thing, you represent, first take the Laplace transform and separate out x2 and x1, and next stage is substitute x1 by ax2. So here sb12 plus k2 you can find is equal to fs is equal to fs, and this x1 I am writing as a into x2, where a value is something like that. Now all the x2 you can take one side and you can make the common thing and fs. So now x2s by fs equal to this whole thing. So what is the last job that you can do? Last job you can do is x2s by fs, so you can divide the denominator by m2. So whatever thing you got here, so divide the numerator and denominator by m2, and lastly you can substitute what is a. So if you are dividing numerator and denominator by m2, you have to separate it out. It becomes a square like this. But it is not a second order system. Why not? Because this a is also having s factor inside it. Okay, so don't imagine that this is a second order system. So this is a caution I have given, where a is equal to a big thing. Okay, so that a value you can substitute here, a value you can substitute here, and you will be having a very big equation. So you will be having most probably order is equal to 4. So order of the system will be equal to 4, because there are two mass and there are springs and all these things are there. You can find out. So order will be equal to 4. So x2 by fs is a transfer function of the given system, but system order is not 2. Here you are finding 2 because a is there. A is here. Okay, so a is also having a square thing inside it, but system order is not 2. Order is greater than 2. Actually order is 4, because the term a has second order components in it. So these are the 4 numericals you do first. Okay, and in the same order I will be correct all the small mistakes, and I will upload it in the website. Just check everything. Again, till whatever point I have done it in exam also, if you do that much, you will be getting full marks. So very big trick is to represent x1 is equal to a into x2 and continue with that. So if you keep on continue with a very big term, then your the whole numerical will get jeopardized. So don't do that. Make x1 is equal to a into x2, and then write the second loop equation, and there you substitute x1 is equal to a into x2 and get the transfer function in terms of a only, and write down a is a big term and find out the final transfer function. Last thing, what is 1 by m2 called? So 1 by m2 is a circuit component. 1 by m2 is called as a DC gain. Okay, so there's a pure DC gain. Just by controlling the m2 value, keeping the m2 value less, we can have a big gain from the system. So this is called as a DC gain. DC gain means this is not having any s component in it. This is not a function of frequency. Okay, so m2 or 1 by m2 is called as a DC gain. So this is what all I had to do today. I will upload this numerical, and then you can find out. Please check it today itself, and you will be able to understand all the 4 numericals, and do that first. Remaining thing we'll be doing the next day. So we will start with rotational system notes and numericals on the next day, and some of this kind of numericals I will make and I'll post so that you can solve. That's all from me now. Thank you.